Hey, this is Clay with CPAPmyway and CPAPmyway.com. Today we're going to go over a little bit of something to help people that might be making a mask change or starting CPAP for the first time. We're going to go over the different styles of masks. Technically there's three different styles: nasal, nasal pillow, and full face, but we're going to incorporate four and split the full faces from the minimal contact full faces to give you a little bit of some additional option. So we hope it's helpful for you. If you find it helpful or useful in any way, please remember to click the thumbs up and like it, and share it to anybody else in the audience. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. We try to get back as soon as possible. So first up is the nasal pillow category. The mask we've got on the demo head here is the AirFit P10 nasal pillow mask. It's important to know that there are a bunch of different nasal pillow masks. So if you selected this one, didn't like it, there are a lot of other options. The one thing that defines a nasal pillow mask are these little nasal buds that rest on the nostrils. That is called a nasal pillow itself. Most of them seal around the nostril itself, which does provide a very minimal contact with you, but also that is the only contact. So sometimes there's a little bit of pressure related issues on the nostrils. Overall, it's really great for people that are looking for something that's more minimal, or maybe somebody that has a little bit of a claustrophobic feeling. It's ideal for people on moderate to low pressures. Higher pressures can be a little bit different or difficult, I should say, exhaling through those little nasal buds. You can't be a mouth breather and use this. So if you wake up and have dry mouth in the mornings at times, nasal pillow is a bad idea. And then just again, the only real downside we get over and over on this is that exhaling through nasal pillows can be a little difficult, especially at higher pressures. Next up is the classic nasal CPAP mask. Nasal masks are defined by the fact that they typically rest around the nose, or at least up against the bottom of the nose. And they are typically a little bit easier to exhale with than the pillow version that we went over just a little bit ago. It's a great middle of the road option in that it will work at pretty much any pressure and will work for almost anyone as long as you're not a mouth breather. Again, if you wake up dry mouth or have any issues with mouth breathing in general, prefer to mouth breathe, nasal mask is probably not the best for you unless you're using a chin strap or something to keep the mouth shut. Overall, a great selection, and a ton of people use them. Breathing in and out is fairly simple because you've got some volume to exhale into. So it's a great mask. It's available in a ton of different styles. So if the Dream Wisp, which is what we're featuring here, doesn't work for you or wasn't a good idea, there are a ton of them out there. Next up is the traditional full face style. So we're going to define traditional as it goes over top of the bridge of the nose and over top of the mouth. This is one of those that pretty much works every time because you can breathe through your mouth or your nose. It's obviously a good bit more on the face, but it's a good go-to for people that just want to kind of get the job done. We've had a lot of people tell us that it has a little bit more of a natural breathing feeling because you're free to breathe through your mouth and your nose at the same time, or either or. The only thing we get complaint-wise is obviously it's a lot on the face, so people will get a little bit of a claustrophobic feeling sometimes with something over their mouth and nose. And it's a little bit difficult if you're a person that moves a lot side to side or likes to bury their face in the pillow. It's definitely a tough mask style because it usually has a pretty good amount of gear on the front of the face. But overall, a great option and works for a ton of people. So the last one we're going to discuss is the minimal contact full face style. This is one of a few that are out. This is the Respironics Dreamwear full face. You'll notice that it rests underneath the nose as opposed to across the bridge of the nose. And that's what gives it the minimal contact definition. This is a great mask for people that are mouth breathers but really don't want the rest of the gear up over the nose. It's also great for people that maybe watch TV before bed or wear glasses because all of them have a nice open bridge of the nose area where you can wear glasses. It's definitely the more modern of it, and most of the new masks that are coming out in this kind of style. The only issue that we have from time to time is that it has some tendencies to leak around the edges of the nose there. So if that happens, we usually recommend kind of downsizing. This happens to be a large, so you may want to downsize to a medium or medium to small if you're having that issue. The one thing that we have also heard from time to time is that if you're switching from a traditional full face to this minimal contact, breathing through your nose can feel a little bit different, because instead of exhaling, into an open space, you're exhaling typically into a hole or a couple of holes there that sometimes can feel a little more restrictive. But overall, a majority of our full face users are going for more minimal style these days. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you found the information very useful. If you did, please don't forget to like the video and share it. If you'd like more content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And if you have any questions, feel free to use the comment section below to ask. We try to answer anything we can as quickly as possible.